Good morning, millennials.
Jordyn Woods had sex with Tristan Thompson.
Jordyn Woods took a big fat bite out of the hand. The News is reporting it as
12
fact.
12 times on their Instagram story.
Right.
With articles that literally say nothing.
Whereas typically they just stay silent when they don't have the information. It's as if they want this to be put forward. I have to believe that it's true. And I'm just so goddamn shook. And maybe we should just start with that, like just get right into the Fast Five, because honestly, there's so much news that we can't even talk about Teresa Giudice's new boyfriend. Because,
no, we don't have time for her.
All of the news is like A+++ list.
Yeah, no, it's almost like the universe knew we were getting married. And they held off on all the good stuff until the day after we were done recapping the wedding. Then they're like, okay, universe, Gaga, go. Jordyn, go. Tristan, go. Teresa, go. Karl, die. You know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Kim, Fashion Nova.
Oh my God, there's just so much to unpack. I mean, okay, do we have anything we want to recap before we jump in? Usually we shoot the shit.
We'll just tell you, okay, so we have the Fast Six today because the world just doesn't stop turning. Then we're going to be recapping Siesta Key, Vanderpump Rules, and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Tomorrow is D-Day. Nick Viall is coming on the toast tomorrow. Nick on the toast. Nick on the toast.
Nick on the toast, bum. Nick on the toast. It'll be a great day for us to, eat our words, swallow our pride, and apologize. And there are very few things I hate more than apologizing.
No, but you know what? Sometimes it can be so therapeutic to get all that anger and heat out of your body and you feel lighter.
Well, you look nice today.
Thanks. I mean, I thought we had a big morning here at the Morning Toast.
So probably there's a lot of confusion in the comments why I'm wearing a stiletto, a pointy-ass stiletto. And it's because Jackie and I had a very important meeting after the toast that was scheduled as I was on my way here, wearing Spanx, no underwear, pointy heels, eyeliner. And I don't think there's anything that makes you feel like there's nothing that makes you feel more like a loser. Loser than showing up to work overdressed, but usually you can be no, it's because I have this important thing.
Yeah.
But with having nothing to go to afterwards.
No, it's very sad. And now I have to get cute again tomorrow, and it's I can't even see my clothes. My apartment is a complete shithole.
Because of the registry?
Because of the registry, because we moved out and we moved back in, and I'm just too tired to unpack a thing, and so.
So Jackie, don't unpack your things. Unpack the Fast Five stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
But before we, waste the good surprise on you, we're having audio issues, and I want to make sure that they're cleared up before we get into the deep news because I don't want to talk about this twice. It's too upsetting.
Yeah. There's an echo. We're good.
Are we good?
Okay.
We're good. Okay. Without further ado. First up, Khloe Kardashian reacts to Jordyn Woods' cheating rumors after Tristan Thompson split. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson's love story is officially over, and she's reacting to reports that Jordyn Woods is the cause. E! News can confirm the famous couple is broken up 10 months after the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star gave birth to their daughter, True. We're told the pair will remain focused on co-parenting their little girl as Khloe continues to live in Los Angeles, California, and Tristan travels across the country due to his basketball career. Hollywood Unlocked reports that the pair officially called it quits after Khloe learned of an alleged affair between Tristan and Jordyn, who is Kylie Jenner's best friend and house guest. Over the Valentine's Day weekend, Tristan and the 21-year-old met up at a private party at his LA home where the partygoers claimed to have seen the two A-listers looking suspiciously intimate. But it's if he was throwing a party, why wouldn't Khloe be there?
No, there's so many things that are weird. What the hell is Hollywood Unlocked? That's the first question. And since when did they become CNN?
However, the Cleveland Cavaliers player denied the claims and said that they're fake news in a since deleted tweet. It seems Khloe disagrees with his assertions, though, since she and her friends commented on Hollywood Unlocked's Instagram post about the affair. Khloe commented a series of shouting emojis while bestie Malika Hawk wrote strong facts. Larsa Pippen chimed in with an amen.
Well, what's so interesting is that Khloe's comment in particular isn't necessarily a confirmation because there has been little to no statements put out by the Kardashian camp themselves, just Khloe's. I don't count Malika and Larsa as a Kardashian, just Khloe's comment. And Khloe's comment was the emoji of a man's silhouette shouting, which could be oh, all you people are always talking shit. It could mean something else, even though it's totally true.
No, and by the way, I am taking Malika and Larsa. Kardashians rein in their friends, except for Jordyn Woods, apparently.
Yeah.
And so if they're giving weight to this, gravitas, I think that it's true. And what's so crazy, when it first came out, the TMZ headline was Khloe and Tristan split after rumor that he slept with Kylie's friend. And I was like, well, we only know of one of Kylie's friends, and there's no way it could be Jordyn. She must have another friend. But the fact that it's Jordyn is fucking
No, I mean, I put
bonkers.
a screenshot of a TMZ Sports in our chat, and I was like, there's no way this is true. But it's like, usually TMZ is not the most unreliable. Like, as much as they have a reputation for being like trash tabloid, like they do their research and they get the paperwork and they're in Kris Jenner's pocket.
Right. I go back and forth because on the one hand I'm like, oh, if TMZ says it, it's true because they like base their stuff in like fact-based like courthouses. But on the other hand, they literally, when they were talking about you, said the most untrue shit.
Oh, that's so true. They said I had 8.2 million followers when I had 2. And you know what? I wasn't mad, but they also said President Trump tweeted about me, which like honestly I would have loved the press, but he didn't.
Right. So like they actually get it wrong a lot. So we only know.
You know what? I'm demanding a recall.
Right. There was a fake Trump tweet about, like...
This was like years ago, before Trump was even political, when he was the guy who, a celebrity apprentice, and he tweeted hilarious things like, I've never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. So true. So I made a fake tweet that said, man, that girl with no job is one funny gal. And I posted on my Instagram being like, oh, even Celebrity Apprentice loves me. This was literally in 2012. Like, they put it on TMZ TV show. They have a TV show. They put it on a TMZ TV show about saying that I had 8.2 million followers and that President Trump tweeted about me. They were like, oh, she's trash. Trump tweeted about her. I'm like, first of all, it was a fake tweet. Second, it was before people thought Trump was trash, okay?
And third of all, she has 2.8 million followers.
Okay, you don't need to harp on that, okay? Like, they don't need to recall that.
She had. Now she has 3 million.
That's true.
Anyways, and here's my thing. I cannot deal and I can't stand when people are like, it's publicity for the show. Like, nothing they have ever done has turned out to be publicity for the show. This time last year, it broke that Tristan was stepping out on Khloe. Nothing that has ever happened has turned out to be publicity for the show.
No, this is the thing.
Kylie being pregnant,
it's
rumors.
all real. It's just the timing is definitely
When does the show
interesting.
premiere?
Soon.
When?
Literally in a week. I think actually no, this week.
But I just think every week news comes out about the Kardashians that's interesting. And,
not like this, and not like the Khloe Tristan stuff last time. I definitely think that what happens is true, but the way and schedule in
the
which
show is over a month away.
In the schedule in which they release stuff is definitely in their favor. And that's fine. If Khloe's baby daddy is going to cheat on her, she should at least get the upper hand in saying when it gets released.
I'm sorry. The show premieres March 31st.
Uh-oh.
You guys are wild. And this is called fake fucking news. Everyone's saying, it's premiering this week.
They said the eve. I read a tweet from an actual
right.
reporter that said it was the eve of Keeping Up with the
Right.
Kardashians.
And then I was like, oh wow, Kardashians premiered on Sunday.
I gotta check my
must have
DVR.
missed it.
Yeah.
You guys, the world is fucking crazy. March 31st, apples, oranges.
Agreed.
One has nothing to do with the other. And every time someone has accused the Kardashians of doing something for press, it has never turned out to be that way. It always has turned out to be just what really happened.
Yeah.
So like, yes, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder and Snitch Jenner works even harder. But like, this is just their lives. Their lives are just this interesting.
I do think there's
They're
small
just this
element,
interesting to look at.
I think there's a small amount of manipulation that goes on just in the way that information gets released, the way that they all react to it, because they are this like camp and they want to be in control of their image, and that's fine. But I think what happens is real.
Yes, I completely agree.
But wouldn't you, like, if something crazy, you want to be at the front of the spin.
You want to have all your ducks in order, so when they press go, security's on their way in before Jordyn can pack up her things and steal some extra Kylie lip kits.
No, that meme the memes have been fucking spectacular. Honestly, for a while, there's been a drought in meme culture. Like, nothing really happened that shook the world quite like this has. And I mean, I posted 2 A+ memes. Feel free to check them out on Girl With No Job. But just the Toasters group has been lit up. Like, there's just so much good content coming out of this. And for that, I'm truly grateful to Jordyn Woods. But I just want to talk about, let's take a step back. Let's think about Jordyn Woods' mindset, because here's what we know about Jordyn Woods. She grew up with Kylie. I've been hearing for a while that she actually comes from like a well-known Hollywood family, that her mom is like a socialite. My Instagram says otherwise, but whatever.
But that would make sense because like they went to school together,
Yeah. She has a sister.
Okay.
And her mom are close. She lives in Kylie's house.
Yeah.
She has a car bought by Kylie. Mm-hmm. She, I'm assuming, has revenue streams from Kylie directly, like the collabs, but then also she is an aspiring model and a personality social media sensation, all off the coattails of one Kylie Jenner. And Kylie, we got to see a small snippet of Kylie in Life of Kylie and then her brief time on the show. But Kylie is very invested in her friendships, maybe even more so than her relationships with her sisters. Like,
yes.
She invests financially, but also emotionally in her friendships with Jordyn, with Stas, Harry, Ariel, Victoria. That's what we got to see in Life of Kylie. So, the question must be asked is, what do you think on God's green diddly dally earth was going through Jordyn Woods' mind when she made this enormous fuck up?
Given all of that, I can only think one thing. It's true love and they're going to get married.
It has to be.
Because it has to be.
That's the only way that this would be okay. I always say, like, there are girls, like, even in our friend groups or, like, people that we know, like, who hate each other because they stole their boyfriend or whatever in high school. But then, like, the girl who stole the boyfriend ended up getting married and having kids with the boyfriend. It's like, can't we let go once they get married?
No, that makes it right. If her and Tristan, like, get married, it'll one day make it right. But, she wouldn't just bite the hand that feeds her, become homeless,
Jackie,
carless.
What if she's pregnant?
Homeless, carless, jobless, without having somewhere to go next. Maybe she's moving to Cleveland.
Jackie, what if she's pregnant?
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, me neither. That's a spite baby. Another one.
Honestly, I didn't care about Tristan Thompson before. I cared about him because Khloe cared about him. Now that he's out, I don't care about him. I never cared about Jordyn Woods, but I maybe cared about her because Kylie cared about her. Kylie doesn't care about her. I don't care about her. The two of them can go live in sin somewhere else.
But it's like Jordyn has really, in the past, 6 months, snatched it up. Like, she got her Gap closed. She's been looking so good. It's almost like she was getting ready for this big media moment. I mean, even just last night, she went from 8.1 to 8.2 followers on Instagram. Like, this is her moment.
Honestly, that's not impressive.
Do you think Kris Jenner manages Jordyn?
What's to manage?
She, every time I go shopping on ASOS, Jordyn's right there.
So is that girl from The Bachelor.
Totally. And not on ASOS,
She doesn't need Kris Jenner.
No, but now she's being blown up with maybe Kris Jenner. It's like, all right, you can fuck my granddaughter's baby daddy, but I want 10% of everything you're going to get because of it.
I don't know. It would be like Kris Jenner managing Blac Chyna. What's the point?
Well, no, there's literally no money there.
No, but at one point there was. She was doing club appearances while she was pregnant. There's 10% in that.
That was wild.
You can get 10%.
She was doing club appearances while she was pregnant, and they made Rob fly coach. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That was horrifying. That was a really dark time for everyone.
So, Jordyn will have a spike right now in interest, but it'll peter out. You don't, the
Kardashian coattails, especially when, so I have been hitting up all of my sources, just to get confirmation, especially in the early hours. I was like, this can't be true. It literally felt like April Fool's Day, like a prank. So I got one confirmation.
Yeah.
And one awaiting confirmation. I haven't gotten any, no, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's true. And by the way, if it weren't, Kylie would post something with Jordyn, just leave my friend alone, or even just a selfie of them to let people know that Jordyn she's cool with Jordyn.
But there was honestly, a lot going on yesterday in the Kardashian camp.
Right. The only person I feel bad for in this whole situation is Kylie. I don't feel bad for Khloe because I'm sorry, this isn't the most shocking news. And for Khloe, it's just that Tristan cheated on her. It doesn't matter who it was with.
She doesn't have an alliance to Jordyn.
I'm sure they have a friendship, but it's Tristan being a piece of shit once again, and it's not surprising. For Kylie, it's she just lost her best friend.
No, it's half of her heart, in the words of John Mayer and Taylor Swift.
So, and also it's and if she doesn't turn on Jordyn, then she'll lose a sister.
Her no, I mean, she has to. Because, you can say anything you want about the Kardashians. They use their bodies, their whatever. But they value one thing. Two things. Money and loyalty. They keep people in their circle. Even though people say, Jonathan's crazy, he's never been nothing but loyal to their family, doesn't sell stories to the press. That is truly what they value. So Jordyn has now lost the one thing she had, which was loyalty. Jordyn didn't offer Kylie anything except companionship, a safe space, loyal friend, and now she's lost that one element. That's what Kylie seeks out. That's what they all seek out when, you're the most popular in the world. All people want from you is money, is fame, is a collab. People want everything from you. And the one thing that you can't buy is loyalty.
Yeah.
And that's what Jordyn was. She was a lifelong friend. She was there through everything, kept the pregnancy quiet. She was there through thick and thin and never wanted anything from Kylie. Everything Kylie gave her, was because Kylie wanted to give her. Jordyn never
Right,
asked, was like, Kylie, I need a car.
Which is why it has to be true love. Also,
Which is why it's so devastating.
There's fake news going around that the sisters have unfollowed Jordyn. I just checked. They have not. Kylie still follows her and Khloe still follows her.
Guys, this is so frustrating because I've been saying this all over Twitter.
This happens all the time with stuff like this.
If you want to check, this is what you do. You go to Kylie Jenner's page. You click following and you search Jordyn. What you don't do is go to Jordyn's followers, select the 8.2 million followers and search Kardashian because it's not correct. You can't search 8 million people. It's not hard. It's too hard. But you can search the 200 that Kylie's following. It drives me nuts. Every couple hours, it's a huge hoax. She unfollowed. Look, I searched Kardashian and Jordyn's followers. It doesn't work. Search the following, not the followers.
Yeah, I saw someone put that in the comments, and I've been checking because I
check every hour.
Because I know I would see this comment and be like, oh my God, she unfollowed.
Let me check again, but I'll check the right way.
Someone made such a good point. Every time, hold on, where is this? Casey Asquith. Khloe usually speaks out or makes a joke about these outlandish stories
on Twitter.
So that makes me think that this is true. It's really true. She always quote tweets these wackadoodle publications and is like, you guys need to like go back to school.
No, and she's putting up like quote season on her Instagram stories of like emo quotes about, it's like if you've been are my friend for at least 7 years, you're considered family.
Yeah. She's like she's like searching quotes like when your man cheats on you with your sister's best friend.
Right.
Post.
Yeah, she couldn't be making it more obvious that we are in fact onto something.
My
world, I had a dream about it. Like I'm so invested in it emotionally that like my subconscious is thinking about it like even when I'm sleeping.
It's truly shocking, and I hope it was worth it, Jordyn. I can't imagine that it was, but I hope it was.
Jordyn, look what you've done. You've made a fool of everyone.
Yeah. And you know what? I hope you guys live happily ever after because it's the only way that you're going to get out of this alive.
This is the truest love. But at the end of the day, like, let's just think for a second, like, it was just like they were wasted. Like, it was a drunk, huge mistake. Like, there's nothing there. Look at all that you lost because you couldn't control yourself when you were drunk. I mean, as someone who gets
drunk,
if I was
Kylie's best friend, I would never
get drunk. Of course, it's too much of a risk. I mean, as a drunk person,
especially if you're like the kind of drunk that hooks up with people's men.
Well, I'm not that kind of drunk. I'm just like the kind of drunk who like says and does like evil, horrible things, and that's bad too. So like when you have so much to lose, like I mean, I guess I actually do have a lot to lose. Like I have a wonderful family, a wonderful husband, a son. I should stop saying evil things when I'm drunk, but like. If you have like that much to lose, especially like from a financial standpoint, like you cannot afford to be going out without Kylie.
No.
And it's like when you are best friends with Kylie, when you're invited so completely into Kylie's life, I would say more so than Kylie's mom, why would you even leave her side? She needs you.
Right. And
we
so
watch Life of Kylie.
Maybe she got drunk and they hooked up, dance floor makeout, maybe. But, like, why did she go to the party in the first place, you know? Like,
without Kylie.
Right, and without Khloe being there, apparently.
That was almost like when Steph Shep was going out with Kourtney without Kim. When she was still working.
Couldn't be more different.
No, I mean, it's not even close to, like, the level, but it's the same. I think that's part of the reason why Kim wasn't happy with Stephanie, where it's like, she was getting too into, like, the socialite, the going out, where it's like, you have a job, like, go to work.
Right, but Jordyn doesn't have a job, and she is supposed to be a socialite and just not a homewrecker. Anything but a homewrecker. And there she went and wrecked a home. And you know what? Like, honestly, at this point, I hope that it's true because we've been slandering a woman before noon, left and right.
I would very much like to check Khloe's Twitter just to make sure she hasn't said anything because she really is always very transparent. Like, they don't wait to do a whole GMA special, you know? No, she hasn't tweeted anything.
Looked at what Khloe liked on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Key.
16 hours ago.
Major key.
Don't let anyone ever say this is your fault. He is a sick man, and if it's true, then she is a terrible woman, both terrible people that do not deserve your love. True does, and you're doing great showing her that love. So someone tweeted that at Khloe, and Khloe liked it. Wow.
Oh, and more than just Kylie giving her a home and a life and a family and a car, Khloe employed her as a good American model.
Right, because they're so size inclusive.
Fired.
No, it's just like paycheck after paycheck. When are they going to take down the Kylie x Jordyn collab off of Kylie?
No, it's on sale. It's on sale right now. Use code BETRAYAL for free shipping.
Buy one, get 10 off. That was Nori's Black Book. Nori's Black Book is the greatest account. Do you know that Kanye, when he was on Instagram for a while, screenshotted it, was like, I love this account?
That is so funny.
It's an account that like
pretends, the voice of Northwest.
Pretends to be Northwest, and it's like so bitchy. It's so funny. And they've all interacted with it for like moments.
That is so funny. That one tweet is, and honestly, she should make it a thing.
Honestly, I think I know why they released all this yesterday. because they wanted to deflect from the travesty that was Kourtney Kardashian's Instagram giveaway.
What do you mean?
Go to her Instagram. Do you know how many people posted in the toasters? Oh my God, Kourtney's Instagram got hacked.
No, honestly, I couldn't stop watching my own story yesterday. So.
Oh, okay, I understand. Go to her Instagram.
Okay.
She's lying on a bed of like Louis Vuitton bags, you see?
Yes.
Look at the caption. It's 6 miles long. Doesn't that look like something that happens when you're giving away
the
iPhones?
competition is closed.
Oh, did they remove the caption? Jackie, it was
oh my God, like
6 pages long. Everyone thought she got hacked.
I see, like,
Yeah. Everyone thought she was hacked. It was so embarrassing. And honestly, now I know why they had to unveil this whole thing yesterday.
Wait, and also because the Kim Kardashian Fashion Nova of it all.
Wait, quickly, I just want to say one thing before we move on to the Kim Kardashian Fashion Nova
I was going to move it to our Dan, but we'll do it right now.
Is something interesting that E! News posted. And E! News, only when it comes to Kardashian, you take everything they say as to be straight from the horse's mouth because they are in the ears of the Kardashians.
Right, or they just don't say anything, and so if they say something, it must be true because they wouldn't post falsities about their breadwinners.
So they said Kylie has been, devastated, heartbroken for days, or Khloe has been.
Yes.
And as of yesterday, Khloe and Kylie were liking and commenting on her Instagrams, so that timeline doesn't make sense. Why are you laughing?
From Kourtney's thing,
No.
someone was like, the caption was like a CBS receipt.
Yes, it was so trashy. People thought, and it's like, remember when she responded to someone, oh, sorry, I have to get on the phone with my lawyer, 7 business deals. Like, was this one of them? Because you need a new fucking lawyer. Horrifying.
No wonder why she couldn't get off the phone with her lawyer. The terms and conditions of the giveaway.
No wonder why she couldn't get off the phone with her lawyer. She was still writing that caption. Oh my God, horrifying. Like, she has, what does she have, 100 million? Is she at 100 yet?
God, no, she's at like 50.
Really?
Yeah, only Kourtney and only Kim and she's at 73.
What's Khloe at, like 90?
Let's see.
75 million followers, and you couldn't get a better sponsored post?
Khloe's at 86. Kim
Kendall
is at 127. Wow. Kendall is at 104. Kylie is at 127 also. Wow.
Yeah. So I feel like this whole thing is definitely going to make her surpass Kim in terms of followers.
I mean, not if she's radio silent. You had to follow 87 accounts just to enter the giveaway.
Jackie, it was horrifying.
Oh
I
my
saw
God.
it and I was like, first I'm like, oh, that's a cute picture. Like she's laying on Louis Vuitton, like, haha. Then I saw the caption. I'm like, oh my God, she got hacked. I wonder if she knows. Like someone tell her lawyer. Tell her lawyer to get on the phone. Hang up on the other 7 deals.
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't see that. That's what I get for not following her.
No, totally, Jackie. It was so funny.
Okay, are you ready for Kim Kardashian?
Yes.
Kim Kardashian denies any part in designer fashion knockoff scheme. Mere hours after Kim Kardashian stepped out at the Hollywood Beauty Awards in a revealing strappy gown pulled directly from the tightly guarded Thierry Mugler archives, fast fashion website Fashion Nova already announced they intended to knock it off for the mass market crowd. Some assume that the timing wasn't by chance. Indeed, Popal Fashion Police Instagram account at Diet Prada did some sleuthing of their own and came to the conclusion that Kardashian herself must have been involved in the process.
Well, Kim, what this article fails to mention, and the only reason people are really talking about it is like, nobody really cares that Kim wore a dress and Fashion Nova knocked it off. Like, that's just the nature of the fashion industry. But Kim went on a Twitter and Instagram rant saying, like, she has worked so hard for so many years to preserve these relationships with like top designers that like they're not going to want to work with her if every time they wear something it gets knocked off and these companies make millions of dollars and the original designer makes no money, which is a good point.
But she posted those Instagram stories in response to this Diet Prada thing.
I thought it was afterwards.
No, W Magazine says it. Diet Prada said, Fashion Nova House model Yodit Yamane may or may not have accidentally leaked a story 2.5 hours earlier of photo options from her shoot featuring the Mugler replica. He wrote, I don't know if it's a he or she. Diet Prada wrote on Instagram of the Fashion Nova knockoff. The file names were even labeled Kim dress, while it's now being called Winning Beauty Cut Out Gown, LOL. This begs the question, did Fashion Nova whip up the dress overnight in their Los Angeles atelier after seeing Kim in it, or is she peddling her vintage finds to mass retailers ahead of debuting them for a calculated, timely release? Kardashian, who likely saw this post, has now hit back at the insinuation that she's borrowing from designers only to profit from ripoffs of their creations. The reality TV star took to Instagram stories where she revealed that she played no role in the knockoff of her Mugler dress while defending the fashion designers she collaborates with. It's devastating to see these fashion companies rip off designs that have taken the blood, sweat, and tears of true designers who have put their all into their own original ideas. I've watched these companies profit off my husband's work for years now, and that it's also affecting designers who have been so generous to me, to give me access to their beautiful works. I can no longer sit silent.
I just really want to check what came first.
I agree.
She tweeted and then she put them on her Instagram stories like a couple hours later, just like the same thing. But so 22 hours ago she tweeted. They posted this thing. 2 days ago. Oh, you're right. Okay, so the Diet Prada Sade-ness went on.
So what she posted...
Also, not only that, it had the date too, February 15th.
Yeah, what she posted was in response to the insinuation from Diet Prada that she is working with Fashion Nova and these fast fashion brands to pre-sell the things that she's gonna wear. They get it on the site and then she wears it and they're ready to go and they're working together.
Right, but she famously turned down over $1 million from Fashion Nova because they steal from... So it's almost like if she was doing this, like she should have remained silent on all fronts, like not ever come for Fashion Nova, not ever said she turned down $1 million, because then she just made herself like a target when it came to Fashion Nova. No one would even be thinking about her. I didn't even realize that they I don't know. I guess they whenever one of them wears something, they make a cheap version of it, and I just didn't think it was a big deal.
Yeah, me neither. I actually maybe I just am blind love for Kim, but I don't think that she does this. I don't think she needs that sort of money. If anything, if she really wanted to do this, she would she would start her own fashion line and create replicas of everything that she wears, and then cut in the design something else. But I do think someone in her camp is leaking them.
That's possible.
That's what I really think, because I don't think she's that thirsty or desperate for money like that.
No, and if this came out as 100% true, that's mortifying. It's not worth the money to be late. She really has for so many years. She went from being a joke who nobody would dress to literally making custom Givenchy wedding dresses and getting custom Stella McCartney for all of her kids. She really has worked so hard to preserve these relationships with major fashion houses that I don't think she would be so stupid.
I really don't. I would be shocked if this is true. I'd be more shocked if this is true than if Jordyn Woods and Tristan Thompson slept together is true.
But at the same time, it definitely is annoying for her to wear a gown and then random companies make just overnight a couple $1 million off of something she wore and it's only popular because she wore it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Why? Because she would want to get in on it?
Yeah, of course. She's making all these people money and getting none of it in this particular scenario.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I can understand her wanting to get in on it, but I just don't think that she would.
I just don't think it's worth
and if she really wanted to be making money off of her own looks, she would find a way to do it in a more palatable
legit way. Yeah, she has enough capital to start a clothing company. But the Kids Supply, I don't think it was a big hit, so maybe she was turned off to the apparel industry.
Right, and it's she's not going to start a clothing company of knockoffs of designer dresses.
Yeah.
I don't know, it'd be kind of smart if she worked with Fashion Nova.
No, this would be a great idea. You know what she should do? She should start, how Missoni and random brands do Target or H&M, what's it called? What's the word in I Feel Pretty?
Diffusion line.
Diffusion line. She should do random collabs with huge designers at a reasonable price. Not reasonable $100, reasonable $500.
Yeah, but it's that all of that takes so much time and effort and work, and Fashion Nova already has it on their website in the time that she thought of the idea.
Totally. Fashion Nova just made... It's just so crazy because when Fashion Nova first started popping off, it was so tacky, trashy. You would rather die than be caught dead in Fashion Nova. But now they have stores. They make so much money, and I think I heard a rumor that Amber Rose owns a part of it.
Really?
Yeah, but I also could have just made that up.
That's interesting. Also, I saw the Toasters are just on meme patrol for the Kylie Tristan Jordyn thing, and someone was saying how they all cheat. Oh, you mean how Kylie cheated on Tyga with Blac Chyna?
Kim was best friends with Blac Chyna,
and Amber Rose, and Khloe stole Tristan from someone, and then stole Amar from his high school sweetheart, whatever. And it's nobody cares that Tristan cheated on Khloe. No offense. Yeah, we would care. We would be talking about it, but we wouldn't care. It's the fact that Jordyn is Jordyn. It would even be different if it was Stas.
Yeah.
Stas doesn't live with Kylie.
Also,
it's the fact that it's Jordyn is what makes this so shocking.
I take umbrage with the example Blac Chyna was best friends with Kim. Best friends, really? No, they were friendly. They got along.
They took a picture together once, and they photoshopped it badly.
She had something going on with Kanye. They were really good acquaintances. Let's not even begin to equate it with the relationship that Jordyn had with Kylie, please.
Right, and it's Kylie stole Blac Chyna's man, technically. That's not the same as, if it would have been if Kim's best friend, it would have been if Larsa stole Kylie's man.
Right.
It's not the same.
Larsa is looking so different
I'm
these
invested
days.
in Kylie and Kim. I'm not invested in Blac Chyna. I don't care that her man got stolen.
No, not at all.
I care that Khloe's man got snatched by Jordyn Woods. Not that he got snatched, but by Jordyn Woods.
Where is Jordyn Woods right now? Is she in a hotel?
She's in hiding.
She doesn't have a car anymore.
She's in a bunker.
With Kimmy Schmidt.
She's gone underground.
She's a mole woman.
She's gone underground.
The Reverend took her.
No, you know where she is? She's in Cleveland on her honeymoon with Tristan Thompson.
Because they have to be in love.
That's the only place she could be.
You know, if I find out that they're not married with a child on the way, like, I will be devastado and embarrassado for everyone involved.
Yeah. People are giving more examples. It would be if Malika fucked Kanye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Great. Really puts it into perspective.
Like, it's...
And I just can't help but think, and I know I've already said this, but I just can't help but think how truly devastating this must be for a million reasons, but most of all because the one thing the Kardashians value that they really have a hard time finding is loyal people. That's why I want to put myself out there as...
You want to audition?
I want to audition, obviously, to be Kylie's next best friend, but just, like, include me in the circle. Like, you won't regret it. First of all, like, I'm so funny. Like, I'm a great guest at, like, parties. I have a good time. I drink, but, like, I don't over-drink to the point where, like, you have to be, like, worried about my tit falling out. I'm super loyal. Like, I value being your friend and, like, caring about you and making you feel better than I do, like, my own Instagram followers or... No, seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be hard for you.
No,
I don't
oh my
know
God,
if you're
no.
the woman for the job.
Oh, my God. Jackie, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, blowing me my spot up?
No,
Like,
but, like,
what if they're
now
watching?
that you're speaking and I'm hearing it, like, it's like, I don't know that, like, I don't know how to say this to you, but you like when it's about you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you could deal
I'm
with
very
it.
self-involved.
It would be about someone else all the time.
Right. But if I was in the presence of, like, what we said about Bethany, like, remember when her and Karl were fighting because Karl wanted an equal friendship, and you just can't have an equal friendship with someone like Bethany who was so... The world revolves around her.
It was so much better than
Right. And the world truly revolves around Bethany. Like, the world also revolves around the Kardashians. And if I was ever lucky enough to be in the presence of the Kardashians, I would totally understand that. Do you know what I mean?
But, like, I'm going to say this, and now it's a compliment, but, like, you are a Bethany.
No, I know. I'm a Bethany, but not in a world of
Bethany
Kardashians.
doesn't need another Bethany. Kylie doesn't need another Kylie. Honestly, she needs a friend like me.
No,
I'm
I
a
think
great
she's
listener.
I think she still needs.
I'm a great listener. I give great advice.
You do, actually.
And I'm like a vault of secrets. Mostly because if you tell me something, you tell me not to tell anyone.
I can't remember.
I will tell my brain to forget it.
No, I just naturally forget it. Therefore, I'm a great vault.
Right. Oh, you're pregnant? I didn't remember.
I just thought you had a big lunch. I would love a big lunch right now. I'm so hungry.
Next story, and in some equally shocking news that was postponed till after Zaccheo, and I'm just so grateful. Lady Gaga and Christian Carino call off their engagement.
Well, I did say on the toast like a week or two ago that I had heard this, so I just want to say I was right.
Yeah. The Stars-born actress and her fiancé, Christian Carino, have called off their engagement, her rep confirmed to People on Tuesday. Gaga and Carino got together in February 2017, just months after she called off her engagement to actor Taylor Kinney, who was also her one true love and the only man who will ever be worthy of her love, except for maybe Bradley Cooper, but he seems busy right now, and it's unclear what is going on between them, but, you know, the fans still hold out hope.
Yeah, and he's the type of guy who looks like he would do the right thing and not leave his baby mama, so it looks like him and Lady Gaga won't be stepping out together anytime soon, unfortunately, for us.
Right, but maybe in 18 years, when the kid is grown, him and Lady Gaga can finally be together and experience true love.
So only 17 more years until we can get Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper together. Maybe just in time for another remake of A Star is Born.
But until then, Carino was, and it still appears to be, working as Gaga's CAA agent when they coupled up. In 2017, Gaga gushed during one of her concerts that she was in love with Carino, who is nearly 20 years her senior. Whoa, he is?
He doesn't look that old.
Yeah. Rumors swirled of an engagement between them for a while, but then they unswirled when she didn't wear her engagement ring to the Grammys.
And, like, I mean, obviously everyone thinks that the reason that they're broken up is because she's so head over heels in love with Bradley Cooper. And while I don't know if that's necessarily true, I do think it's very odd to be engaged and in love with someone and then have such visible physical and emotional chemistry with someone else. And, you know, I get coworkers, especially in the acting world, like you really need to have that chemistry in order to vibe and make good music and make good movies. But this did take it to a level that I was uncomfortable with for two married people.
Yeah, and like, I never totally shipped Lady Gaga and Christian Carino. I only personally shipped Lady Gaga's happiness, and I don't know, I just didn't see it. Like, I didn't see it there. And I really do think that her and Bradley Cooper, like, being in love is too good to be true.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's about that. I would love that, but I would actually be shocked if that turned out to be the case.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the case. I don't think Christian Carino was the man for her. I do think she's maybe one of those people, especially like when you're a woman who's so powerful, rich, successful, talented, like everyone just wants something from you, even if it is someone who's equally, like even if it is another celebrity. Like I feel like she's almost like Paris Hilton, you know, just like boyfriend's engaged, but I don't know, we'll ever go through with it, you know?
Yeah, they both need a good businessman beau. They should talk to Camille Grammer.
International businessmen, Bo, yeah. I don't know if I know anyone who's single, but I'll think about it.
Who's an international businessman.
Right. I think I know a lot of national businessmen. Maybe, actually, I know a couple regional businessmen, but nothing global.
Not yet.
No, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Well, this honestly, while I'm sad for Lady Gaga, because I feel like she takes this stuff like really not well, and I think that might be what we saw at the Grammys, I do hold out now a little bit more hope for her and Taylor Kinney.
And I hold out hope for an epic album.
Oh, yeah.
Selfishly.
Yeah, selfishly. Like, I'm sad that she's going through heartbreak, but like I hope there's a notebook next to her bed, you know?
Yeah, and Taylor Kinney on the other side of the bed.
Or a typewriter. She loves a typewriter.
I feel like they could get back together. It's not like he's with anyone.
She said that. They said when they broke up, they're like, this is really meant just temporarily, like our schedules, because he filmed Chicago PD. Well, like, I just feel like he could definitely give that up for her. But, and like, she's all over the world. Like, I feel like it's hard for a man. They don't want to like be like a groupie who just follows and goes to, but I think Christian Carino was more than happy to do that, but like she saw right through him.
Because he literally worked for her.
Yeah, no, literally. Like he was taking 10%.
And also like he was like, it's kind of like in Bohemian Rhapsody when the guy who's like managing him is like taking control of his life, and it's like maybe Taylor Kinney's been trying to call Lady Gaga, but Christian Carino is hanging up the phone.
Right,
like
right,
now
right.
she's gonna get her cell phone back.
Right, and see all the messages like big, sent all the emails to Carrie, but it was in that folder with the password love. Yeah, no. When they broke up, they said it's temporary. Our schedules don't work. But I do think like he should just stop being so selfish and like give up his fake acting career and just like go on tour with her.
No, I don't think she could be with a man who would just kowtow so easily to her. Right. I think like he's in Chicago in the police force, and like she's in Las Vegas right now. They're not so far from each other. She could take a jet to Chicago like after.
I don't think they film in
night.
Chicago.
Oh well, LA, 45 minutes.
Yeah. Like, there's hope there. Yeah. I feel like it was a love so great, like, they weren't ready for it. Now, like, she truly has conquered film, music, television. Like, she is ready to settle down with her hometown hero, Taylor Kinney. I love him so much.
I love him so much.
What is he even in that I know him from?
Other Woman.
Oh,
being a precious gem of a man.
Oh, and hooking up with Cameron Diaz. Oh, my God, I forgot. Yes. There's so many things about the Other Woman that I love.
And having coffee in front of the ocean in the Hamptons.
Yeah, with the coffee table. She's like, you kick your feet up. He's like, no. And then they play that song.
Sun is Rising. Precious gem of a man.
The sun is right. Oh my God, so funny. So every morning, I wake up the same time that the dog walker comes. So when the doorbell rings, like Theo wakes up and he goes nuts flying, but he's usually under the covers. This morning he was kind of like Dutch ovened under the blanket, and he couldn't get out. So he flails, and then he usually gets out. But he was flailing like, Murphy's here, and he couldn't get out of the covers. It was so cute.
Precious man.
Yeah.
Ugh, I love him so much. I can't believe he came to my wedding. Like, that was so cool.
No, like, people are talking about all the celebrities that were at your wedding, and there's literally no mention of Theo. It's crazy.
Because he's so private.
Yeah.
Like,
people actually really respect that.
Everyone really respects it, yeah.
It's nice.
Legendary designer Karl Lagerfeld has died. Karl Lagerfeld, one of the most prolific and widely popular designers of the 20th and 21st centuries, has died in Paris. He was 85. Lagerfeld was the creative director of Chanel, the French house founded by Gabrielle Chanel, for an era-defining, age-defying 36 years. Upon assuming the reins in 1983, Lagerfeld swiftly revived Chanel, reinterpreting the house founder's iconic tweed skirt suits, little black dresses, and quilted handbags. He did it via the lens of hip-hop one season and California surfer chicks the next. He was a pop culture savant without ever forgetting what the revolutionary Coco stood for: independence, freedom, and modernity. In more recent years, as the company's fortune grew and grew, Lagerfeld became known for the lavish Grand Palais sets he conceived for the 6 Chanel collections he designed a year. Wow. There was a rocket ship, a reproduction of the Eiffel Tower, and a supermarché stocked strictly with Chanel brand products. Florence Welch staying on the half shell at the Spring 2012 show. Most memorable of all was the improbable giant iceberg from Scandinavia that Chanel shipped across the continent for the Fall 2010 show. Lagerfeld also pioneered the concept of traveling pre-season show. The Karl Caravan has landed variously in Versailles, West Lothian, Scotland, Dallas, Seoul, and spectacularly Havana, Cuba.
I had no idea he was 85. Like, I don't know, when I heard that he died, I'm like, oh, did he get in a car accident? Like, I didn't think natural causes.
He was murdered.
Yeah, no, it's so odd because I guess like, when you're 85, you could be so busy. Like,
no, but that's what happens when you wear sunglasses all the time. No one knows how old you are.
And that's what Anna Wintour is trying to do.
Right, and honestly, it's a good move. Because I honestly thought something happened to him.
Don't you feel like every model, celebrity, fashion icon is being competitive on Instagram? Like, who can post the most photos that look the most intimate with her and Karl, even though Karl probably hated all of them?
That look the most intimate and the most recent. Because it's you don't want 2009 photos with Karl.
So far, what I've seen, the most intimate and looked like she really did have the best relationship is Cara Delevingne.
I don't follow her, so for me it was Kendall Jenner. This is really, really sad. He was and is such a talent. Like, this is a big loss. And as I was saying yesterday, like, the fashion world, I personally think it's struggling in terms of creativity. And now the two houses have lost their helm, Chanel and Fendi, all their Carlitos. It's just, I think this is just really sad. It's the end of an era, I think.
I don't really get how like fashion works. Like, how can you be the designer for Chanel and Fendi?
Beats me.
No, and I don't understand. And then also have your own line, Karl Lagerfeld, that they sell at Macy's. Like, I do think that Karl Lagerfeld, the line, was like the downfall of Karl the man.
I completely disagree.
Oh my God, it was so trash.
Oh my God, I love Karl Lagerfeld, the line.
Oh my God,
it was so cute.
So cheap.
Oh my God, no, that was what was so great about it. It was all so cute and so Carly, and it's like this Carlito icon that he created for Fendi, but it's at prices that are relatively affordable.
How nice to like become the major designer of a huge fashion house and make their staple item a picture of you.
Right. And it's like so goddamn cute, and you're not even like a cute man, but you
Right.
made yourself a cute man.
Totally. Well, Kris Jenner was up in there with the pictures too. Like, everyone is just thirsting out. Did he have a funeral yet? I forget. No,
I don't
people
think
do it the next
so.
day. So that'll be like in the episode of Sex and the City when Javier dies and they all show up in Javier.
Oh yeah, or like Gianni Versace assassination. They have the funeral, and the murderers watching it on fucking PowerPoint projector.
PowerPoint?
Yeah, whatever.
On a smart TV?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think this is really sad. He did so much great work. Everything Chanel and Fendi has been so cute. Everything
Yeah.
else is so ugly.
No, everything else is so ugly.
And I just hope that the successor, I forget her name, I hope that she can keep it up.
Yeah, well, you know, like, everyone's just going to critique it because, like, it's a tough act to follow.
And like now I need to go buy some Karl Lagerfeld line, which I was planning on doing anyway, but I never got around to.
Stock's going up.
Stock's going up, and prices I'm sure are going up too.
Big
because
time.
Everything has Karl on it.
Totally.
I love that collection. I love that line.
I'm
I thought it was a genius thing that he did, because it was like you feel like you're wearing Fendi, but just wearing Karl.
No, totally. But I like just saw it in like a poorly lit department store once, and I'm like, this is not what Karl Lagerfeld would have wanted.
No, but it is what he would have wanted. And also, it's like not everyone can afford Chanel, can afford Fendi. But Karl Lagerfeld wants the world to dress like they're wearing Chanel and Fendi, but that's not realistic. So he made a line that made it realistic.
I don't know. He didn't seem like the inclusive type kind of guy, you know?
I think he definitely was, inclusive for everyone except for like
For everyone who's
oversized
skinny.
women, for
average
women.
sized women too.
But I think he really did want to see the world be a more beautiful place, and he also realized that budgets can be a concern.
No, he probably went to like a Broadway show and couldn't believe the way people were dressing.
Right. Oh my God, imagine if he ever flew coach.
I feel like he's the type who like doesn't leave his town, you know?
Yeah, his town of Paris.
Yeah.
He's like Belle.
Yes.
Just stuck the
Him and
same
Maurice.
day over and over
Him
again.
and Maurice
He looks like Maurice.
making little knit sweaters.
Well, very sad. Rest in peace, Karl Lagerfeld. Very sad. Another story that's just
Weird as hell.
fucking wild. Jussie Smollett faces prison, career ruin if he lied about attack. We haven't had a chance to talk about the updates in the Jussie Smollett
We reported when it
in
happened.
Jussie Smollett gate.
We reported when it happened, and like everyone, like I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is horrible.
Shock, awe, dismay,
Sadness,
disgust.
shame, terrible.
And now I have all of those feelings.
The opposite. Well,
Over here.
There were like murmurs that it wasn't true, and I think everyone was like a little like nervous, even like journalists whose priority should be just like getting the facts out. Like even they were like, I don't think I can say unless like 100% this is true, because if it's what we think it is, like holy shit.
Right, and even the police wouldn't confirm, because it's like, yes, all these facts are looking like it's not true, but we're not gonna fucking say that, because what if it is, like, it has to be 100% true in order for you to even put the idea out there. So the fact that it's out there, everyone's talking about it.
But like if you're gonna accuse the victim of a hate crime, a heinous one, of actually staging the hate crime, like you better have receipts.
Right,
And honestly, we still don't have receipts.
we have receipts.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah. Jussie Smollett is facing prison time and the implosion of his career if it turns out he lied about being the target of a hate crime, legal and public relations experts say. The best thing that I don't care about what the legal and public relations experts have to say. I want to care about the facts. Hold on.
Just get the receipts.
I'm on it. I'm going back to page 6. I don't know why.
I
don't know why I fucked with Variety in the first place.
And like the day that it started to unravel was maybe the day after he went on GMA and was interviewed by Robin, what's her name?
She's one name wonder, Robin.
Yeah, she's just Robin on GMA. And then to watch that interview through the lens of he's making it up, you see like the real actor in him come out, you know? I mean, the weirdest thing is when she's like, why don't you just hand over your phone? Like, great question, Robin, thanks. Like, the police are trying to help you find, and he's like, and I totally understand like the privacy thing. Like, there are things on my phone I wouldn't want seeing, but like what he was saying, he's like, I have private voice notes, songs that I've written. I'm like, I get the images, like I got a titty pic, you know, like I get it. But voice notes, really?
No, but it's like you're gonna forsake your titty pic and let the perpetrators get away just because you don't want someone to see a private photo?
No, but that's not even what he was saying. He was saying his private voice notes and songs.
No, but he'd rather someone not hear his private
Robin
song.
Roberts is her name.
Oh, wow, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, like,
I was going to say
Molly.
Robin Wright, and then I realized, and then I was going to say
Robin Lawley, your
Who's that?
favorite. The model.
Oh, yeah, no, not her. Yeah.
Okay. Cops investigating tip Jussie Smollett was seen with the brothers the night of the alleged attack. The brothers who are being questioned as suspects in the attack. Chicago police received a tip on Tuesday that Jussie Smollett and the two brothers connected to his alleged hate attack were spotted together around the same time of the beatdown. A tipster called police saying they believe they saw the Empire Star with the brothers in an elevator at North Water Apartments where the actor lives, possibly after the assault happened on January 29th. Detectives were sent this morning to validate that tip and investigate it. They are investigating it. It is unconfirmed. We haven't validated it. It's like they are covering their tracks.
Yeah.
Police spokesman said investigators plan to interview the man. But later on Tuesday, the police spokesperson said in a tweet that the tip was false and the trio were not in the elevator together. CBD has confirmed that a tip... Okay. There's just all these competing reports. What we know is that the brothers who enacted this attack... Allegedly.
Yeah.
We're friends of Jussie's.
FOJ.
Had worked on the show Empire.
Yeah.
WOTSEE. And had worked out with him in his building, according to Instagram, and they were friends.
They were seen together a few days before the attack. Like, this is the thing. If you're gonna go and stage your own hate crime, like, you cannot be this messy, Jussie. Like, we should just call you Mussy. Because that's what you fucking are. Like, hanging out the day before on Instagram, leaving photo proof. How fucking stupid are you? Someone in the comments wrote that he was the one who bought the rope. With your own fucking credit card. There's an actual receipt. Like, Mussy, get your shit together and stop being so goddamn messy. Because if you're gonna stage a hate crime, you gotta do it a lot fucking better, okay? I'm so angry for so many reasons. Like, one, do you know how many hate crimes like actually do happen and like nobody talks about them on the level that Jussie's got spoken about? And those people get doubted, like, oh, you're making it up. No, here's someone who actually is making it up, and now he's gonna validate those people who are like, oh, you're making that up. Like, that's annoying, first of all. Second of all, like, how emotionally invested I was. I was literally refreshing my Twitter. Like, when I heard this, I'm like, this is the most horrible story I've ever heard. Like, I'm so angry. Like, at the end of the day, like, I guess I'm happy that a hate crime didn't happen. Like, that's good. But I was just taken advantage of.
As bad of a place as we thought it
was. It's worse.
It's worse.
This is worse. I'm like, this is sick. Like, I went to bed last night and I prayed. I'm like, I hope Jussie Smollett
No, but that's
gets the help he needs. Because seriously, no more jokes. Like, only a sick fuck thinks of this, okay?
No, but that's why I almost hope that that he didn't fake it, because this is worse.
No, this is weirder. Like, this is more concerning.
Okay, what would be more shocking? If Jussie Smollett faked this attack, if Kim Kardashian's working with Fashion Nova, or if Jordyn Woods slept with Tristan Thompson? What's the most shocking? That like
Jussie Smollett. Like, this is next level. Like, first of all,
I can't believe we're laughing about this. Like,
no, I'm sorry. It's really not funny. I'm only laughing at the Mussy part because I thought that was funny. It's not funny. Like, this is horrifying. Like, I can't believe.
And when
I woke up that morning,
apparently they rehearsed it.
Oh my God. Okay, when I woke up that morning, I was like horrified that we lived in a world where people could think to even act upon these bigotrous feelings. I don't know if that's a word. Bigoted feelings, sorry. Mm-hmm. Now this morning I woke up where I'm horrified to live in a world where there are people who think it's funny or smart or whatever to fake a hate crime. Like, what a loser. What a fucking loser. He now takes the cake. He's taking the medal off of Maria Menounos' head and putting it on his own neck. I am the number one loser in this group, okay? Loser.
Total loser. Also,
but I feel like no one has actually confirmed either way, like which it is, and I'm just like now,
because it's like no one wants to be the person to say that he faked it, just because if you're wrong about this, like it's career ending, much like staging your own hate crime.
Right, but he also hasn't. Has he spoken since people have started to doubt him?
Oh, I'm not sure.
And he addressed the doubters.
Also,
he addressed in that interview. You have to watch it. It was literally the day before his shit got blown up, and he's acting so hard, and he addressed the doubters.
There's more facts on the story, and I just wanted to report the facts because it's like that's what we have to. This is a very news-heavy story, and that's what we have to do as journalists.
Okay.
The Cook County State's attorney has recused herself from the case.
Oh my God! Honestly, I wouldn't want to be involved.
Much like Chuck Rhoades should have done. Cook County State's attorney Kim Foxx has recused herself.
Cook County State Attorney Kim Foxx
has recused herself from the investigation by Chicago authorities into Jussie Smollett's alleged attack out of an abundance of caution. That's what this is, an abundance of caution.
Not even the police, not even investigators want to be the person to confirm that this was staged.
The decision to recuse herself was made to address potential questions of and partially based upon familiarity with potential witnesses in the case. So I guess she's tampered. And then there's more stories. Also, people were saying that he did this because he was going to get written off of his show, but then the writers of Empire tweeted that he was never going to be written off the show, so why did he do this?
No, they said that he, at this moment, isn't being written off. Because when people started to doubt him, they're like, oh, we're getting him off Empire because he staged it. And then Empire was like, no, we never said that.
Oh.
It's all so blurry and gray, and I don't understand.
It's so crazy. Another one. ABC staffers doubted Jussie Smollett's attack story. ABC employees were dubious about Jussie Smollett's alleged racist and homophobic assault immediately following his interview with Robin Roberts, a new report says. Staffers who were present for the exclusive sit-down with GMA host felt the truth behind Smollett's story was up in the air, sources told The Blast. A source told the Post that the interview came about because the Empire star was adamant about appearing on GMA. He specifically requested that Roberts handle the interview because the two knew each other from when she appeared on an episode of Empire that aired in April.
Oh, I love Robin Roberts. She's so dynamic.
Smollett has claimed he was attacked in Chicago on January 29th, but suspicions have surfaced that he paid two brothers to stage the assault. The veteran broadcaster probed Smollett about his allegations in many different ways during the interview that aired, but he maintained that he was a victim. During the sit-down, Smollett also tamped down doubts over his account of what happened. At first, it was the thing of like, listen, if I tell the truth, then that's because it's the truth, he said at the time. Then it became a thing of like, how can you doubt that? How can you not believe that? It's the truth. On Monday, Roberts addressed the growing controversy surrounding Smollett's story. When I sat down with Jussie, it was Tuesday night in Chicago, at the time to give his first account, publicly give his first account of what he said had happened. At that time, on Tuesday, police officers were saying that his account was consistent, it was credible, and that he was being cooperative. Now, this was all before the interview aired on Thursday, and then we found out about the brothers. A grand jury will begin hearing evidence as early as Tuesday that could result in felony charges against Smollett. I guess it will be up to a jury
to decide if he staged it or not. Wow, that's crazy. And you know, I was just watching Law & Order like a couple days ago, and it's like all these things are always left to a jury. Like the jury like never does the right thing. No. I never hear about a jury swiftly serving justice. It's always like, oh, the jury was bribed, the jury did this, the jury was wrong. It's like the jury system, I feel like, was put in place, I don't know, to like do it the most fair and just way, and like it never works out that way.
No.
I've also never been on a jury, and I think the next time I get called for jury duty, I'm gonna try and go through with jury.
I'm doing jury duty in March. Yeah, and I don't know.
I feel like you would be a very rural juror.
Oh my God, so fucking rural with urban fervor.
Right. No, I do actually think you have a good way of seeing the other side. Always, like when I come in here with a thought about Beverly Hills Housewives, like you always play like the other side, and I'm like, damn, she's right, you know? Like, I do think you have a very fair and balanced look at the world, and I do think you would be a good juror.
Well, thank you. We'll see what the courts decide in March. Also, feds are now questioning if Jussie Smollett sent the threatening letter to himself. Remember, there was
a serial killer letter with magazine cutouts. And they're like, they found magazines in his apartment. Okay, that's not real evidence. Unless the letters were cut out. Like, that does not count.
Right. So it's all just up in the air. And we need to get into recapping TV, but there are 6 stories because Serena Williams and Amal Clooney co-hosted Meghan Markle's baby shower this weekend in New York City.
Oh, Serena Williams? Mm-hmm. Was she at the royal wedding?
Yes.
Okay.
On Wednesday, Serena Williams and Amal Clooney will co-host the afternoon event. Oh, it's today. At the Mark Hotel.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go.
That's why we got canceled on. Did you know that?
Oh, yes.
Our meeting that we got all dressed up for was canceled because Megan's in town.
Megan's in town and then someone else was sick. Whatever. Cute.
Yeah, I feel like obviously all the celebrity friends, besides for Priyanka Chopra, that showed up to the wedding are all more orchestrated, like through the palace. They're like, here's who we want her to be friends with in Hollywood. And they really chose like the top of the top. Like Serena Williams, the greatest athlete of all time, like the female of like just everything, perfect. Amal, humanitarian. Vogue, had an arranged marriage to a Jonas brother. Here the Jonas brothers are getting back together.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, I don't care.
They said like after a 6-year feud, like they're always hanging out. Yeah, they have like a good family relationship, and I think they have a good working relationship too.
There's no feud.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like a 6-year hiatus off of huge feud.
You know what? And that I'm not going to participate and give life to this because then now it would make sense why they were thirsting out their wedding. Actually, you know what? I can't judge people for thirsting out their wedding.
Totally. The Jonas Brothers reunion is fact. It's not rumor anymore.
No. But like now it would make sense why they were being so crazy about the wedding and like why Nick needs to get back into the public. Like what this does for Nick and what this does for
the band. And the band.
Right.
They're getting the band back together.
Right. So just something.
Okay, so much TV was on this week. We didn't get a chance to recap it yesterday because we literally didn't have time to breathe, but let's talk about it. Monday nights are always good. Vanderpump Rules and The Bachelor. I did not watch The Bachelor because I was so fucking tired from your wedding. Like, the thought of making myself even more emotionally, like, mentally tired was just too much for me.
I didn't watch The Bachelor because I didn't want to think about anything other than my wedding. Like, I didn't want to get involved into anything else.
But I did watch Vanderpump Rules because I get so much joy. I look forward. When I see it in my DVR, I'm like, oh, happy day. That's not how I feel about, honestly, that's only how I feel about Bravo shows now I think about it because I don't really feel that way about Siesta Key anymore.
No. Okay, I want to talk about Vanderpump Rules because it was not a good episode.
Really?
It took me about 5 hours to get through the whole thing.
It was a long
taking
episode.
Breaks. No, and nothing happened once again. And whatever was happening with Kristen, there was something going on that no one was it was like they were talking about something that was happening without telling us what was happening. It was so vague and so weird, and I was like so not interested in any of it. I did like the episode for two reasons, because I think it was the episode of realizing stuff for me. Yes, I think when it comes to the Kristen and James thing, there was something they weren't telling us, but Kristen made a really good point. She's like, James has done horrible things, literally gets fired multiple times and always somehow creeps his way. She's like, what Barry did, she said, what murder did her and him and Lisa commit that he gets such special treatment? And she's like, I got fired for saying suck a dick. And like, yes, she was crazy a couple years ago, but like everyone gets fired and rehired. Like she got fired and was never allowed back. She's not even like allowed into Tom. Like she really got like the shit end of the stick. Whereas like, some could say like she's doing what James is doing, but James keeps coming back. His brother's coming, his mom's coming. James comes back, he's doing Tom. He's doing the Daily Mail party. Like I would be fucking annoyed if I was Kristen too, because it's not the job at STIR. It's what comes with the job at STIR. It's like being a full-time cast member. Like James keeps getting back, whereas Kristen was fired and that was it. Like end all be all. And not that she really even tried to come back, but still, like I would be pissed. You know, Lisa is an asshole and she's especially cruel towards Kristen. But then Kristen behaves like she did in last night's episode, and it's like no wonder you weren't invited to the party at Tom, because Lisa could argue like that could have happened at Tom. No, she's a crazy drunk and whatever. But when it came to the James thing, and everyone's like she's in love with James or whatever, like I don't think it has anything to do with James. It's like look what she gave James. She made James, and James gets such special treatment. Whereas like she got fired and that was it. And Lisa's so mean to her. Like she's an adult, grown woman. She needs to realize that by letting James affect her like this, it makes her more of the person that they don't like. Like she needs to rise above it. Katie said, "Get over it. Get the fuck." Like you have to get over it. She's not self-aware enough yet to figure that out. But she has come so far. She really has, and I feel for her. But like she does not help herself, even though she's been doing everything right. Like she takes a million steps backwards in episodes like last night, and like proves everyone right about her. Yeah. But like, I don't know, I'm just not so quick to like hop on the bandwagon. Like I think when Katie was on the phone with Carter, she was being so rude to Carter. And she's like, your girlfriend's an embarrassment. Like, that's mean. Yeah, it was all weird, but I also didn't care because like, I didn't understand what was going on. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention, but it's like she goes outside, she texts Carter, she comes back inside, and she's being a monster. Yeah, we never got to hear what actually happened on the text, but then Stassi dropped a truth bomb, and you could tell she really forgot she was on camera, because the second she said it, she like freaked out, because it's obviously like this unspoken thing that like Carter lives off of Kristen pays the bills, Kristen does everything. And it's not like Kristen's the main character, so why, if she doesn't get all the perks, why should she have to air her dirty laundry? Right, and that's what she said on Watch What Happens Live. So someone called in and was like, how are you and Carter, like now watching these episodes, isn't it awkward? And she was like, honestly, like I'd bleed out for the show. That's what she said. She's like, I've never not been open, but like I don't want to talk about it right now because we're not doing well. Basically alluding to the fact that they weren't together. I mean, I don't know how you could watch this episode and next week's episode and like see what she says about him and what her friends say about him and not have problems. What a piece of shit, though. Like, I know. It's just I really thought they were like they were perfect for each other. Like he was the guy she needed. Yeah, but what Stassi if you don't want to pay for anything and like you want to be a freeloader, but at least just be nice, you
Yeah.
know? Like, because that's fair. Like, in every situation's different. Like, she definitely does well from the show, from Instagram, whatever, and maybe he doesn't. And so she's in a position to pay for everything, and that really is fine. But at least be nice.
In the side commentary when she was like, he's a photographer's assistant. Like, I wanted to die.
Oh my God,
She has
I didn't
a lot
even
of free
realize
time.
that's what he did.
Yeah.
Honestly, no one ever like probed into their relationship.
Right, because she was barely a character, and then he was really not even a focal point.
And then the way that they like come to all these things, it seems like they're just like copacetic.
But honestly, I'm here for them diving into people who don't work at SUR, because I would like to move as far away from SUR as possible. Like, I can't stand those scenes. Anytime Lisa's at the restaurant, like, it's so boring and so uninteresting, and I don't have the bandwidth
James's
to care.
little brother like learning how to pick up cups, like I'm good.
Yeah. So, but then the other thing I realized, it was like the night of like, I was set in my ways. I'm like, Kristen's crazy, Sheena's annoying. But I kind of was feeling for Sheena, like, I don't know. I feel like she's definitely not who she says she is. Like, she plays this person on the show, but like, what I saw, I was like, I felt so bad. They were like asking her questions. She's like, Lala just told me to stop talking. Now you're like asking me personal shit where it's like, I text you to braid my hair and like, you don't even answer. Like, why should I tell you on camera like about my sex life? Even though she has been telling everyone. Like,
No, she was just, it was like, she took Lala's advice was like, stop
She
talking.
took it too literally.
No, yeah, Lala was like, stop making everything about yourself, you know? Like, because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then she was asked about herself, and that's when you speak about yourself, when you're asked, you know? So it was like, she doesn't know how to be a human, so she was like, don't speak about self.
So, Jackie, that's
and
what
like,
I thought too. But then she made a good point. She was like, we never talk. Like, you don't talk to me. Like, I texted you. Like, I'm in my room by myself. But then you're asking me like a personal question. Like, that's weird for me.
No, but that's how you get like build friendships. Like, they're together now. Okay, here we are now. Yes, we had this in the past, but what's going on with you? I heard you hooked up with Adam. Tell me about that. Oh, and by the way, you tell everyone about it, so
Yes.
it's not like you're super private. You literally like would scream it from the rooftops if you could.
I just thought for the first time Sheena was making some valid points. She was like, but Katie was like, I'll never forget what you said to me. And it's like, when they did a flashback, it's like, Tom came for Sheena, and then Sheena came back for Tom. Like, let's be real. Like, we have to give credit where credit's due. And Sheena's just painted as this annoying, and she is. Like, she's annoying, for sure. But I don't think she has bad intentions, and I felt bad for her. Like, she's on this trip with all these people who don't like her, and her one friend, like, went to the other side, Ariana, Stassi, staying in a room together. Like, I feel bad for her.
You know what? I don't think it's like that. This is what I think it is. And by the way, that fight between Sheena and Tom Schwartz is a nothing fight. I forgot about it.
No, but they're talking about it like
know.
that's the reason their friendship is fractured.
But this is what I think happens. I think they film the show. Sheena is fake and, you know, only lets people see what she wants them to see. The girls are tired of it. They stop filming. She moves to Vegas. She does her so she never speaks to them. She doesn't give a fuck about them when they're not filming. Then they start filming again, and she comes back, and while she's been over here, they're all having real friendships and relationships.
Life.
And maybe she even keeps in touch with Lala and Ariana because like they're her friends. But then she comes back to film, and she wants in on the Witches of WeHo, and they're like, no, like we're all friends, and you're fake, and you actually don't even care about us outside of the show. And that's what I think it is. And then they have to go on the trip, and it's awkward because they really are all best friends, and now they're with this stranger.
Well, I'm just trying to watch it. Show that I'm watching. I just remember I felt bad for her.
On the reunion last year, Lala and Sheena were not getting along because Sheena had moved to Vegas for her show, and she just left Lala high and dry, like never reached out or anything. So I can't even imagine how she treated Katie, Kristen, and Stassi, who she's not even friends with.
Yeah.
So I think it's like that. It's like their show is really about their friendship and the family of friends that they've created. And Sheena is just not a part of that. And she only wants to be when they're filming because she's fake and she loves television. But when they're not filming, she goes and does her other thing with the Bachelor people and being thirsty and Adam and Robbie Hayes.
I don't know.
That's what I think is going on.
All I'm saying is that I feel bad for her. Let's talk about boys' night. Jax,
boring. Jax acting like a crack addict in a crack house.
Bo literally hit the nail on the head. Like, Jax is like, please, you've done so much worse. Now you're sitting next to a girl. You're like, I'm freaking out. Should I tell Brittany? Will she be mad? What should I do? Chill the fuck out.
On the Ganef Prentahittel.
On
the thief's head. The hat burns.
Totally. He was looking so guilty, and like, it just was so weird.
Yeah, and he's like riling the girls up, and nothing's going on.
No, he made that whole situation like so crazy on like across the state of California.
Except it doesn't take 5 guys to get Peter Madrigal laid. Like, he's fine.
No, Peter Madrigal is totally fine. That party looked like so sad, like, and pathetic with like the mirror.
And like, why can't Tom Schwartz stop drinking around random girls?
I don't know. Tom Schwartz, like, I was not feeling him in the episode. Like, also, he was acting borderline inappropriate. and nobody like cared. So was Tom Sandoval, but Tom Sandoval was like in it for the cocktails, you know?
And Tom Sandoval was very clear-minded.
Yeah, Tom Schwartz gets so wasted and like just puts himself in bad situations.
And it's like no one ever wonders, is Tom Sandoval going to cheat on Ariana? Because he doesn't have that issue. But like Tom Schwartz has that issue.
And he should have been on the balcony freaking out with Jax.
Right. Not drinking Patron out of the bottle, even though they shot that from 3 different angles and pretended it was 3 different shots.
Yeah.
But still, shouldn't have even been one shot. Drink fucking beer. Or
I
don't
agree.
drink at all.
No, I agree. Also,
James
like,
was honestly being a class act.
Yeah. James is weird.
He is weird, just because I know what I know about him in today.
Right,
Like,
he's
if I
not
were
sober.
watching the show and there was no social media, I would be honestly like rooting for a James comeback. But knowing that he like went to the Super Bowl to play a DJ gig at a party and like he couldn't even do it because he was so drunk, like, yeah, no, it's gonna be a no from me.
Why have they like held Peter at this distance? Like he has like 1 episode per season where he's like somewhat relevant in the storyline, but like for the most part, like it's usually his birthday. Like I wonder if he wants to be a full-time, like how has he gotten himself into this position?
I don't know. I don't mind it though.
No, me neither. And he really is like the authority figure, and so he really can't be like in the weeds with everyone like getting fucked up because he's supposed to be their boss.
Right, and also maybe they did try and like put him in more scenes
When he
a
was
while
dating
back,
Stassi?
and he didn't test well or something.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
he's
it's the
kind of
haircut.
boring.
It's the haircut too.
He's kind of boring.
Well, I thought it was a good episode. Lots to unpack.
I thought
but
it
they
was
keep doing
so
the,
goddamn
They keep
boring.
doing the same thing.
Teasing that was so trashy.
And they did it with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills too. They tease this one moment as if it's like the center of the episode when it's literally the last 2 minutes. They did that in Beverly Hills too on the plane. They ended on the
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
But all they did was, oh, she has a snoring problem. And that was literally the last 10
And
seconds of the
gas.
episode. And gas.
Fuck that bitch. Let's go to Beverly Hills.
Okay, Beverly Hills. What happened?
Really not much of anything.
They planned to go on the trip. The trip was really interesting. It was sponsored by Baha Mar, like not one of the hotels, like the community. The plane said Baha Mar on
Right,
it.
that's where we stayed.
I know. No, but we stayed at a hotel in Baha Mar.
But it's a 3-hotel
Right,
property.
that's what I'm saying. Like, not one of the hotels sponsored it. Like, the whole gated community sponsored it.
Yeah.
That's like saying, like, Nassau. You know what I mean?
No, but it's not that, because it's like there's the SLS Bahamar, the Rosewood, but they're all in the same complex. It'd be like saying,
Mayakoba.
I don't know what that is.
It's the same thing in Mexico. It's like, it's a big property with 3 hotels and like villas. It's like a gated community.
Okay, so in Mayakoba,
I just thought it was interesting.
Like the tourism board. I mean,
Yes,
it's not a city.
But usually it's just either sponsored by like a hotel. I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting.
And I was thinking when they were flying, whose plane is that?
I didn't realize Lisa Vanderpump did go on the trip because all of the pictures, I didn't see her in anything. I was following that trip like mad.
It's so weird when they stay at like a pop-in hotel because in the middle of dinner, they're in the middle of a restaurant.
Right, and toasters witnessed
there were
that fight.
videos, yeah. So that's so funny. Also, I want to know if they address, a video went viral of a lady chasing down Dorit, asking her to pay back the money that she owes to this guy Ryan or whatever, and like she just brushed it off and kept walking to the pool. But I wonder if that at all becomes a part of the show because I don't think they got it on camera.
Yeah, there's a lot of shadiness like with Dorit.
I read
just
something
saw
this
something
morning.
and it's like, I really hope it's not true because I really like her now, and I hate watching the people that I like. I go through financial ruin because it's like,
Me too.
I love you, you know, and I'll follow you on Instagram still, but like that's not why I watch Real Housewives, to watch like, you know, financial
Sadness.
struggles. Like it's aspirational.
Right. I mean, I love Dorit, but the hair that she's been rocking in these 2
Terrible.
episodes, terrible.
Terrible.
But I don't care because she's making bad hair choices, but good friendship choices. Keeps going out to lunch with Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane. Like the 3 of them, 3 best friends. We saw that starting at the end of last season at the Beverly Beach thing, but now it's just taken on like a whole new life. I love them together. They hung out with Denise.
Okay.
What?
I'm not here for Denise.
She's very boring.
She's so boring. And I guess you have, in order to be interested in Denise, like you have to be obsessed with Charlie Sheen, and maybe he's like this major figure that people like are obsessed with because they talk about him like she's married to the president or she was. They get him on the phone. Denise's ex is Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen
sounded
said,
very normal
One
on the
time
phone.
Charlie Sheen did this.
He sounded normal.
And like, I don't care about Charlie Sheen, so therefore I don't care about this storyline.
But she was worth bringing on this season, the $4 million they paid her, just for the Nicolette Sheridan of it all. Okay, so he was talking about how he's still going through this like treacherous divorce, and then Lisa Rinna was like, oh, you know, Harry was actually married to that woman, and then they didn't say her name at first, and then when Lisa Rinna said Nicolette Sheridan, who was on Dynasty as Alexis and was Edie Britt in Desperate Housewives, like, I died. And when Lisa Rinna was literally like, I mean, I love Michael Bolton. She went to a Michael Bolton concert and never came home.
Right. She said that before. She was like, I thank Michael Bolton for my life every day.
Oh my God, hysterical. Who is she married to now? Nicolette Sheridan. Anyone?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I had no idea she was married to Harry Hamlin. And now I'm like, what's her fiance's name?
Aaron.
I'm like, Aaron, hello. At first I just thought he was like some guy who works at a clinic.
Right, same. I thought he was like a backbreaker.
A masseuse. But that was so crazy. That in and of itself was worth her time on the season.
Totally. And you know what they need to do next? Nicolette Sheridan needs to become a housewife.
100%, especially because I have heard she is a fucking nightmare nut job. Like,
yeah.
I have heard horrible things about her from the set of Desperate Housewives, but also to Dynasty. I heard they want to replace her.
I heard they are replacing her. And according to like the last episode of Dynasty, like she's...
No, stop, I didn't see!
Oh, no, nothing happened, but it's like she's there's nothing left
She's irrelevant,
there. There's
yeah.
nothing left there for her.
So that was great. They take so long to get to everything. It's like the trip is now next week. It's like, I thought the trip was this week because we saw them on the plane.
Yeah. And
It's very early for them to be going on a trip. I wonder if they're going to go on more than one.
I think they needed to bring everything together because everyone's filming separately because like Lisa Vanderpump won't go to the cooking class at Lisa Rinna's house.
What happened this week? I literally can't remember.
They made those chocolate hearts.
Oh, that was cute. That guy was hot.
There was a lot of talk about body image and anorexia and eating disorders.
Oh, there was.
And it would seem to be a common theme. Then when Erica said I have to stop eating for the bathing suit,
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be some. I mean, perhaps Lisa Rinna is going to like start an organization where she like raises awareness for this. But it felt like it was leading us towards something greater in this conversation. Because then it was all I became aware of was the way they were talking about their bodies.
I couldn't agree more. But I was having like a dementia moment because I remember when Amelia posted on Instagram, and I didn't think, for some reason, what is that illness that
Gigi Hadid
has?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
It sounds Japanese, the name. It's like,
yeah,
Harimoto, no, whatever. I thought that when Amelia posted that, she said that she had that disorder, not an eating disorder, but maybe I'm confusing.
I think she posted twice in about two separate things, because I remember when she posted about her eating disorder, and it was like really brave and like great for her, and it's really nice to see like her actually on the other side of it, just like talking about how like worried she is about other people that are struggling with it. But I do feel like
Hashimoto's is the name.
Hashimoto's. I feel like it's leading us towards something bigger for this group of women in terms of eating disorders. But it's like and when they were saying, they were like, Hollywood, this industry is so terrible, and everyone else is doing fine, and it's like we project this image, but the rest of the world is actually doing better than we are, and it's like, and I still feel that way. It's like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are telling us about our body image. It's like you guys are the ones who purport these images, or the industries that your families work in, like
right.
It's kind of. I'll be interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah, no, it was a very food-heavy episode, and I totally forgot about that scene with Catherine Edwards where Lisa like freaked out, and I guess it's because like her kid was at the time probably going through it.
But that was a really long time ago.
It's like 3 years
I think
ago.
It's because everyone always accuses Lisa Rinna of having an eating disorder because she's so skinny.
So skinny.
And she said, I'm just like this, but I think she's so sensitive to it because like she's seen other people
Yeah, she's
struggle.
been in the industry for a long time.
She has seen some shit, I'm sure.
Yeah. But when Amelia Gray sat down, she's like, I saw a mom and daughter, and they were just like, looked so bad. And I didn't know what she was talking about at first. I'm like, where is this going?
What do you mean?
Because the way she started the conversation, she sat down, she's like, I was getting a manicure, and I saw this mom and daughter, and like, she was in bad shape.
Oh.
And I thought it was like homeless. I literally didn't know what she was talking about.
that part.
Did you pay attention to any of these TV shows?
I guess not. I don't know. They just weren't compelling.
It feels like they just...
Maybe it was my concussion.
Oh my God. Usually they decide to go on a trip and then they just go. But like they decided in the first minute to go on a trip at the lunch with Lisa Rinna and Dorit Erica. And then they like took so long to get there.
Right, and then Erica may or may not have a house in Lake Tahoe. That was hilarious.
She's like, I think we have a place there too, actually. I love her. I thought that's where they were going. I'm like, Lake Tahoe. Ew, they could do better. Even though I heard Lake Tahoe is so nice.
Yeah, we should go.
Totally.
We should also go to Bahamas. We should go
stay
back to
at Erica's
Bahamas.
house.
If Bahamas is still sponsoring people and sending planes, like, I'm dying to go back.
Me too. We had such a good time.
We're going to do an anniversry trip of
That's a good
The
idea.
Bachelorette. Yeah.
Same crew.
Same crew.
Love it. Except we could like trim a little bit.
Yeah, and add bourbon.
Oh yeah. What else? I don't know why I'm having a dementia moment. Even though I was watching, like I watched
Because
live.
not much happened. Really, there was no shadiness. They brought up dog gate again. Clearly, that's coming to a head. Lisa Vanderpump is being an asshole on the plane, and she's clearly treating Dorit like she usually treats Kyle Richards.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle has another daughter going to college.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell you how I don't care.
Kyle, though, pretty much on the plane in one line summed up the entire season. it's all fun and games until one jab goes too far. That's really what it is. Like Lisa and her British humor. Ha. Then she says something and it's like really fucking evil and conniving. And she's like, it's British humor.
I'm excited to see what happens next week when they're like, if you cross Lisa Vanderpump, there's no going back.
No, it's like the tide is turning and the girls are starting to get into formation.
And it has to be really bad if they're going to come for her when she's clearly going through a lot. You know? It's
Yeah.
like we can't even excuse it anymore.
But you know what? And I said this last week, and when someone's going through something, they automatically get a pass. But I think it's important that we not forget a few seasons ago when Eileen Davidson was suffering in silence, grieving the loss of her mother, didn't talk about it at all. And Lisa was so mean to her. Sorry.
Just saying.
And then delivered a weird sorry in the middle of a party like a season later. Remember?
Yeah.
And Eileen was like, I literally had no idea what she was talking about because it was so late.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm just saying. So
bring back Eileen, even though I'm sure she doesn't want to come back.
No, she doesn't. But they were playing 2 seasons ago before the new episode last night. So all day I was watching, and it was just so refreshing. I love Eileen Davidson.
It's crazy because I hated her. When her and Lisa Rinna came on, and that's what I kind of feel about Therese Richards right now. It's like you get all this respect automatically because you're someone, but it's like in the Real Housewives world, you're a no one to me. Charlie Sheen is a no one to me.
But you know what's so funny? It's like I think more than any franchise, Beverly Hills really gets really like successful women in many different fields, like soap opera, daytime television, restaurateur, real estate, the agency. Like they really, Erica Jane, pop star. Like they've covered all the genres.
Yeah, because I think it's an attractive career path for now people whose career options are dwindling, which is why Nicolette Sheridan should really give Andy a call. And a lot of these women, like it's not like other cities where it's kind of you become disgraced a little bit.
Yeah,
they're elevated by it. Like Kyle Richards is elevated by the show. Lisa Vanderpump, Erica Jane, everyone. Like unless you're, I'm trying to even think who was the last person who was like Adrienne Maloof maybe like had a bad experience or Brandy.
Well, hopefully this season, Lisa.
Hopefully.
Of all the people to like cut ties with the network or with the show, I'll be most interested to see how Lisa's plays out. I've heard that she's thinking about not going to the reunion, but she's still so tied to the network through Vanderpump Rules. But here's how I see it going ideally. Lisa Vanderpump doesn't show up to the reunion. She's disgraced. Everyone hates her. They cut her off. They changed the name of the show to Pump Rules, and it's just about this group of people who used to work at a restaurant owned by Lisa Vanderpump, but no longer is associated with the restaurants. But now Tom has kept us tied to Lisa Vanderpump for a few more years. That was her master plan.
Yeah, but they could still cut it. He could be like, I'm going to Tom, bye. She'll still be an executive producer. She'll still make money, but she doesn't like own the show like she used to. However, the reunion has not been filmed yet, so she could still show up.
Yeah, but
a lot can change.
She's a lot of things, Lisa Vanderpump, but she's not accountable. Like she does not like to sit and apologize. And I feel like for the most part, in order to be a good housewife, you have to know when it's time to go dig your heels in and attack, but also retreat and apologize and just own your shit. Like everyone has to have a small amount. And if you're the type of person who can only attack and not own their shit, that doesn't a good housewife make. And Lisa Vanderpump has made a career off of literally like always being on the side that's right, technically. But I think tides are shifting and she just might have to apologize, you know? I don't know if she could do it. We'll see.
I don't know. But
Tune in
a
next
lot
week.
can happen in real life between now and then. One, like people, talk and the show airs and things are said and, Dorit might see something that she doesn't like about Kyle and then call Lisa and be like, I'm back.
You were right, yeah.
So you never know.
That's what happened when we almost got a turn on Lisa Vanderpump. Throw me to the wolves and I'll return leading the pack. Kyle was there, but in the reunion, she spun around and went back home. Almost.
She's still paying the piper for it.
She really is.
Siesta Key. This show has become very frustrating to watch. The opening scene was impossible because for me, this is Juliet's key. Like, I am here to watch Juliet and her friends and Juliet's happiness, like Romeo and Juliet. And to watch Alex talk to her and treat her like that and watch her take it and like be
so stupid.
It's not enjoyable. And then I was thinking, and then Kara comes on with Garrett, and you know what? They're being kind of cute, and Kara is really at certain
Oh my God, I'm
points.
sorry, that thigh thing was so fucking stupid.
Oh my God, no, I thought it was like so realistic. It's like, she's obviously self-conscious. She's dating a personal trainer who's in perfect shape, and she feels like he squeezes that, and all he sees is fat because that's how he thinks. I totally related to her.
I'm sorry, I thought that was so stupid, and she was being nuts.
No, I thought she was being just like a real person, and like, yeah, it must be hard to date someone who's in perfect shape.
Well, I'm sure that's how Ben feels.
Right. So anyways, I was like, Kara's kind of cute. And then it's like, we are defending Juliet to the death. And I will continue to because I love her.
But
it's reminding me of the season of Real Housewives of New Jersey when Melissa came on and she did nothing wrong and we all took Teresa's side just because we love Teresa and we're like, yeah, Melissa stinks, get her out. But now in hindsight, it's like we were all so mean to Melissa when all she did was just come on the show and have rational thoughts and be a decent person. And that's how I feel like
well, no, and all she did was be Teresa's sister-in-law.
Like, Julia continues to blow up on Kara when it has nothing to do with Kara.
Yes.
And when she needs to be taking it out on Alex. And like, I feel like we'll watch this season back in hindsight and be like, Juliet was dead wrong and actually Kara's totally fine.
No, I don't dislike Kara as it relates back to Juliet. I just don't like Kara. Like, I have so many apartments. You think I want to be here? Like, there's just so many things.
Agreed.
I just want to slap her.
Agreed.
Honestly, I hate everyone in the show. How about that?
No, like, I just need...
Except I like Madison's boyfriend. He's cute.
I want him... She shouldn't have done that music video, and he should hook up with the bartender.
No, he should hook up with someone, not that girl. She is trash.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Her eyes are so blue.
Her whole thing is that she has going on is terrible.
And her lashes are so long.
He needs to go back. He needs to fly to New York and find a nice Jewish girl to settle down with, buying $1 million home.
What about Snitch?
That house was nice.
That house was nice. And you know what? Khloe is going to be pissed at Madison if she sends him packing.
Yeah. Khloe was out here.
Khloe is fucking hilarious.
I know, I love her.
And it's like, Khloe keeps the show moving. Juliet was in an Uber home, and Khloe brought her right back.
No, but when
this
Khloe...
is Khloe.
Yeah. No, when Juliet was like, can we go back to the bar, actually? That was so funny. I've actually never done that.
That is so funny. And I love... So Juliet and Khloe, for me, are just like, I love it. And I'm loving Kelsey's, you know... She's taking a back seat for now. She's going to build back up, you know, a la Stassi. She's going to come back strong.
Swallow her pride.
She realizes, you know, she's taking a back seat, and I'm really feeling her. But I love Julianne and Khloe is just being, you know, the character that the producers need her to be.
Yeah, no, the show couldn't move forward and have a life cycle without Khloe.
No, it would take weeks of episodes for Juliet to see that picture. And then she would be getting upset over something that I've moved on from.
Right, no, that was really shady.
Yeah, so, and
but
Alex
Garrett's such a loser. Like, Alex is like, oh, Juliet leaves. Kara, come here. Kara's like, okay. And Garrett's like sitting there like a big dope.
Yeah.
Like, nobody in the show has self-respect. Yeah.
No one has self-respect, except for Alex. He has too much self-respect, and he's a fucking loser.
Oh, fucking Pauly.
He's the one who should be acting like a loser. Fucking Pauly. And then Alex is in bed with another girl.
Oh, yeah.
What? After they legit said, so we're back together. Yes. I thought after they said that, it was going to come out that while they were on hiatus, he slept with someone.
Right, which technically is allowed.
I would have been confused, but it looks like next week he loses his mind without Juliet as well. He should. Juliet needs to like go do revolve around the world, like meet some great guy, bring him back to the Key, and just like
who's like a photographer.
A photographer like who takes that tiki bar house and just live the life of Riley. And it's like, or Juliet should hook up with Ben. Juliet.
Yes!
Ben needs to go to New York and meet someone. Juliet needs to go to New York and meet someone.
Ben and Juliet. Juliet.
Because it's like Ben and Juliet.
We watched a music video right before we went on live, and it was honestly so horrifying. And honestly, I'm ashamed to call it a music video because it was really a student project.
And honestly,
the song is bad. Everything is bad.
I'm really losing so much respect for Madison. One, by doing the video and by rationalizing it as that's the closure that she needed in order to have a friendship with Brandon. Like, you were never friends with Brandon before, so why do you need to be friends now? You guys can just be exes. That's fine. And like, I'm sorry, this music video isn't like, I mean, I guess it's on MTV, so it's an MTV music video.
Oh, that's true. Actually, no, they didn't even play it on MTV.
But like, if you watch the video, it's fucking tragic. And the song is even more tragic. And like, I just can't believe, I think of Madison as like this classy girl, like old school glamour looks, like just class. Like she's a cut above the rest. Like there's something about her that's just like classic. That girl doesn't do that music video. So you lost me.
Now, a word from our sponsors. Could listening make you a better parent, a better leader, even a better person? Could listening to motivating fitness programs get you fit? Could listening to inspire you to start something new? And there's no better place to listen than Audible. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet. And now, Audible members get more than ever before. Each month, they get 3 titles of their choice, 1 audiobook, 2 Audible originals, and fitness programs that they can't get anywhere else. Try it free for 30 days by visiting audible.com/toast or by texting TOAST to 500-500 and listen for a change.
Very nice.
No, seriously.
I'm a great listener. I should do it.
You are a great listener. The only thing I'll say about the music video is that it's trash, and I'll never get those 2 minutes of my life back, and for that, I'm upset.
Yeah, except that I feel sorry for that other girl that he's working with because she's actually talented and really pretty. And best dressed to the 70s party.
Agreed.
I'll never forget that
Agreed.
look. Pliny vibe, 70s. Is that everything?
I think it's almost noon.
Wow. I have to go back to bed. I can't believe I'm here once again and like that I got dressed up and I have to get dressed up again tomorrow because Nick Viall's coming on the toast.
Nick on the toast. Nick on the toast. So we'll put up a card with Nick's photo on our Instagram, and please come up with some questions because I have no clue what to say because I have to just eat my words.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to eat Theo should go on his walk with Murphy, take a shit, package it up, bring it here, and we have to eat it because we're eating shit tomorrow.
Ew, you're like, how did you even just think of that?
Because we're eating shit.
Okay. I'll get my fork, you bring the knife, and I'll see you there.
And you grab a spoon.
Hey! So make sure to tune into tomorrow's episode with Nick Viall. We haven't decided, should we do like a show and then Nick Viall interview or just like a Nick Viall special?
We have to do a show and a Nick Viall interview because of his schedule.
Oh, okay. Great. So it's settled. We're doing a full show and a Nick Viall interview. Make sure to tune into the Millennial Morning Show tomorrow morning. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, and we're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. It has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you this morning. Bye.
Bye.